Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 weekly reset video. My name is Story and today is September 17th. That means we're running up until the 24th. So what is there to do in Destiny 2 this week? Well, we'll have a look, shall we? If you're new to the game, this is the tower map. The point of playing is having fun and frolics with your friends and your family and by yourself. That is the point, and the main thing on a Guardian's menu is to acquire lovely loot. So if we look at this tower map, we'll see all these vendors, and they will give you bounties in which you complete. You get stuff, and you can trade that things for stuff and get even more stuff, and you may get some things that you really enjoy. For example, we've got 20 bounties of any type will get you some powerful loot from this lovely lady here. If you happen to be a member of a clan, and I do advise that you get yourself in a clan because that's lots of fun, 5,000 XP will get you some more powerful loot. If you visit this lovely non-rusty robot, you will get some powerful loot if you locate and open his chests. The maps can be got from him, funnily enough. And then there's Ada over here in the annex. If you forge a couple of her golden weapon frames, you'll get some powerful armor for your troubles. Isn't that nice? Anyway, we'll start the old video off here with the Vanguard playlist. This is one of your favorites. I know it is. Daily heroic story missions. 3 of these will get you some powerful loot. There are 5 to choose from, as we know. If you don't like the look of these, these will rotate on a 24-hour basis on the daily reset. We've got a Void Singe modifier for the week. That will be with us all throughout the week. Then we've got today's modifiers are Iron and Heavyweight. These two will rotate on a daily reset as well. Nice. Vanguard strikes, complete a strike for a daily reward, and then the weekly is complete strikes using the same subclass element as the currently active elemental burn. So that is Void Singe. Use your Void subclass, do 3 more strikes, and you'll get some powerful loot. If you use them from the very beginning, then you only need to do 3 strikes for 2 lots of powerful loot, because that's the way it works. Don't ask me why. Anyway, we've got Nightfalls. These are a more powerful version of said strikes, and these have specific loot for each strike that you can grind for. The weekly challenge is complete the Nightfall, and then the other weekly challenge is complete a Nightfall strike above with a score of 100,000 points. Not necessarily in that order, because I can't English very well. It's my head. It's so small. Anyway, what Nightfalls do we got? Well, we've got 3 to choose from. The Corrupted, Insight Terminus, and Exodus Crash. The Corrupted strike specific loot is, drum roll please, the Horror's Least Auto Pulse Rifle. Okay, the Corrupted strikes list of things is the Horror's Least Pulse Rifle. The Insight Terminus is the Long Goodbye Sniper Rifle, very nice. And Exodus Crash will get you the Impact Velocity Exotic Sparrow if you're very lucky. Bearing in mind, those strike-specific loots are RNG. You have to keep playing the strike over and over again until you get them. The more times you go through it, the more it increases your chances of having it. Not to say that that might not necessarily mean that you get a good roll, minus the Sparrow, of course. Anyway, those are your night fails this week. How about it? Then we've got our Gambit playlist. You love the Reckoning. This week it is the knights, the swords, the big fat knight. So unfortunately no spare rations farming for you this week. We'll have to wait until next week, but hopefully if you're after a shotgun, a night watch, we've got last man standing shotgun, we've got the night watch scout rifle, we have the lonesome sidearm, the soul survivor sniper rifle, and the just in case sword. Those are the bits of gear that are dropping from the Reckoning and increase your chances by doing higher tiers. In tier 1 you get nothing. Nothing at all, but tier 2 and tier 3 will drop said weapons, and there you go. There are, of course, 3 tiers. There they are. There's the power arrangements. Those are the recommended powers. We've got Solar Singe this week for the Reckoning, and there is 1 modifier of Grenadier at the moment. So this is the first week, I think, where we have no nasty modifiers, so no more blackout, so everyone's jumping for joy. Any case, we've got Gambit Vanilla, complete a match, powerful loot, complete 2 more matches, that's 3 altogether, excuse me. Don't know what's the matter with my mouth. Anyway, that'll get you some powerful loot, and you'll be happy, so you can ignore the fact that I can't talk. Okay, then we've got, we've got more Gambits. Jumping the gun I am. Gambit Prime, it's your favourite. Should we just play it now and not do the rest of the video? Okay, 4 games of that, powerful loot, that's what you get. Nice. Then we've got Crucible. Iron Banner is back for the Rosary playlist this week. And of course, you've got your quick play, Rumble, if you like it all on your own. Private matches, if you want to play with your nan and a dog. And then there's competitive, if you're still going for the season's loot there. 5 games of any of this stuff by private matches will get you some powerful loot. And of course, there is an entire inventory of Iron Banner stuff, which we'll have a look at the end of the video. Anyway, we'll go straight to the Dreaming City for now, because it's week 3. It's Cursed Week. You can go in there and do the Shattered Throne. Maybe you're polishing off the last of the masterworks for your Solstice of Armor business there. But anyway, hop on over to Petrovenge and she'll give you some weekly bounties, one of which will be the Ascendant Challenge, which happens to be in Aphelian's Rest, which is right underneath here. Look, there it is. So go in there, pop your tinctures, jump through the portal and have at it. For the possibility it's something that you might like. Of course, the Last Wish raid has reset as well. So I can imagine that you're putting on a frock and doing a very nice swishy turnaround dance for everybody, because that's the way you feel about it. Anyway, what else have we got? Well, we've got a Flashpoint, which happens to be this week on your absolute favourite Titan, minus the one-eyed mask. So don't forget that you've got a heroic adventure here that will give you not only a big slice of that lovely purple pie, some powerful loot, it gives you 35% towards the actual Flashpoint challenge, which is complete public events, go and loot lost sectors, kill the bosses, open the chests, that kind of thing. 100% progress will get you some more powerful loot. Do this first, and that's 35% towards your Flashpoint. Can you believe it? It's so generous. I'm moist with how generous it happens to be. What else is there? Do you know? Well, we like to have a little Mozambique on over to Mars, and we've got the Escalation Protocol event as well. This is where you'll get some random weapons. This week it is the SMG, I do believe. Let me double check my data here. I think it is the submachine gun. That's the Icolo submachine gun. If you haven't got that in your collection, then you want to be grinding Escalation Protocol. The boss is Kathok Raw of Zol. If you wanted to know his name to get it tattooed on your buttock, for example. You know, that's not so bad these days. That's what all the cool kids do. What else is there? Well, I like personally to mosey on over to the Gunsmith and just peruse his bounties, because I like to point especially newcomers into the direction of this lovely robot here, because we get these bounties that will award mod components and enhancement cores, and these are very important to your daily diet of fiber, protein, and carbohydrates and fat, of course. And then there's gear mods. These rotate on a daily basis. We've got mobility and freehand grip, for example, right now. Anyway, let's hop on over to Benedict 99 and see what the Leviathan raid inventory is this week. Here he is. Don't try and bribe him with WD-40. You'll get kicked out the tower. Anyway, these are the maps that get you your treasure for your weekly with this gentleman here. The gear at the moment is the Mask of Sekhras. This is the helmet for Eater of Worlds. We've got the gauntlets for Eater of Worlds, the chest piece for the normal Leviathan, the Prestige Leviathan boots, the Spire of Stars class item, and the Mob Justice machine gun. Nice. Now, not forgetting, ladies and gentlemen, this lovely gentleman, the Werner 9940, has different stock. So we've got the Leviathan Prestige helmet, we've got the Prestige gauntlets, we've got the normal mode chest piece here as well, the normal mode booties, the Spire of Stars class item, and a Conspirator scout rifle. So if you're after these for your collections for various bits and pieces, then you always come along here. These bounties, everything else is the same. So don't start raving too hard. Lord Saladin, Iron Banner. Of course, it's all changed now, hasn't it? So if you haven't already picked up the quest for the armor, it would appear somewhere in here for you to pick up. It looks like this. It is... Oh. I'm disappearing. It looks like that. Test of Strength. I've hardly touched it. I haven't played much Iron Banner at all this season, so I should probably get stuck into it. But there you go. That's where you get your loot. You can track this, and that's where you get armor and stuff like that. And of course, there's random drops in the game, like end of screen reward stuff. It just drops. So all the best with that. Best of luck. Have fun. So, we're going to wrap up the video by slapping open our purse and not spending any silver at Eververse if you're on PC. because you can't. I'm so sad about it, kinda. Anyway, this is a cosmetic store of cosmetic items for you to spend your hard-earned money on, if you like, or if you happen to have collected lots of bright dust, which is very soon being retired from the Destiny world, you can get things from here. We've got the Lucid Melody. This is an ornament for the Lumina exotic hand cannon. We've got the Gyro Shell, the Link Up emote, which looks very painful, the Rumor B5, which is quite a cool looking ship there. We've got Blood in the Water. I don't have this. I can't buy it either. So there you go. On PC, the silver is gone. You can't do that because we're swapping over to Steam very soon. And then there's the Best of Year 1 engram, if you want Year 1 gear that you actually can get for free just by playing. That's good, isn't it? Then there is some seasonal stuff. This is the collection of all the seasonal ornaments throughout the season, and you can buy those if you're not on PC. How's about that then? And then there's the archive. Again, you can have a look at that stuff if you're on PC. If you didn't get it, tough tit. Then there's Bright Dust section. This is very specifically a Bright Dust section here. We've got Timeout, the Drop Pod Shell, the Intrepid Export Plate for Titans. I might have to have that. Oh, yes. I think I may have one of those. And then there's the Ronin ornament for the Izanagi's Body Shot. There you go. Isn't that nice? Looks really good. The Meteor Shout ornament for the Parcel of Stardust, very nice there. A Sparrow and some Ghost Projections. Then there's some shaders and some Transmat effects, and of course your Eververse bounties, which will award you bounty notes and a little bit of Bright Dust as well before it's retired. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your reset for September 17th. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. If you haven't, I do apologise. Let's go for dinner instead.